What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another video on the Hearts and G Show. We're so sorry that we haven't been uploading recently, but it's about to change as regular uploads coming soon. I'm back again with Callum. What's your new name? Sorry,
Mr. Positive.
Mr. Positive. He calls himself now. You lot, yeah. I'm also here back with Mr. G. Graham, what are you telling them?
You're right. Good to be back.
Yes, get straight into it. You know, obviously, Arsenal yesterday drew a very, very miserable game against Crystal Palace. Arsenal 0, Palace 0. Absolutely gutted about that. However, I was going to say, is there any positives to take from that, boys? Callum, let's start with you.
The only positives I can think is Partey coming back from injury. That's big for us, especially from the games coming up, man. We needed him very badly in that midfield because you saw how weak this midfield is, how rubbish they are. Ceballos and Xhaka, and they couldn't even handle that kid in midfield they've got. What's his name? Ezzy or something. We can't even. They're meant to be seasoned players, yeah, and they can't even handle him. He was running rings around them. Like, it was a joke. So I'm happy Partey's back. Other positive, I can't even think of another positive other than Partey. Maybe I can't think of it. It was a bad performance for me. So I don't know.
Graham, what are you thinking about the game yesterday, bro?
I didn't think it was that bad. To be honest, I really didn't. I didn't. Like, if we had put a couple of them chances away, you got to get the first goal. Once you get the first goal, then obviously it becomes easier. But for me, it was the front four who were the problem yesterday. It weren't the two midfielders and the defenders. It was the front four. They're not creating nothing. Like Saka, all right, and Smith Rowe in the last couple of games done very well. But the other two were just non-existent. Lacazette and Aubameyang. And they're the ones that have got to score the goal. So everyone's got to stop blaming Bellerin for his crossing or Maitland-Niles for his crossing, because that's not their job. Their job is to stop the goals. Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Everyone's going to look to Tierney and go, oh, well, Bellerin should be doing what Tierney does. But Tierney's top draw. Like, literally, he is top draw. So anyone we bring in to replace him or on the right backside are not going to be as good as Tierney. So everyone's got to stop comparing Tierney to Bellerin, Maitland-Niles and all that, because that's unfair to the other players, man. Because Tierney is top draw.
My idea of the game is, the only positive I can really take is, as Callum said, Partey. Possibly we kept a clean sheet, and that my boy Granit Xhaka was probably our best player that game. I thought he was, Zaha, quite quiet that game, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. They hardly done anything.
Xhaka, I thought was probably our best player. Ainsley, I've always been a big admirer of him, right? But him on that left-hand side, he's right-footed. It's so hard for him. But
I don't think he's good enough.
Do you not think so?
No. I gave the guy too much chance. He's just not good enough, is he? He's not. He plays in the middle. Like we always say, let's play him in midfield. He plays in midfield, he's rubbish. We say play him right back. He plays right back, he's crap. He plays left back, he's crap. Even in every position, they say he's versatile, but he's rubbish. He's not a good enough footballer, is he, for our club? We should have got rid of him to Wolves. To 20 million. Get 20 million.
But everyone wasn't saying that 2 months ago. Everyone was saying he should be playing in front of Bellerin and all this.
No, he should. Bellerin is...
Listen, you can't compare him coming... All right. He's got to put in a bet, like he's passing and that was off. He's giving the ball away. But he's a right-sided player on a left-sided, like, I don't know what people are expecting. What, he's going to whip in balls with his left foot?
No, I don't expect that. But when he plays in the middle, he don't do nothing. When he plays on the right, he don't do nothing. He never does anything.
Play well in the middle, man.
Callum, the last time he played in midfield was the Europa League, and he was good. And we was all crying him out.
What? That's why he played after that. No, it was after that he played.
No, he ain't played in the central midfield since then. He's played twice in the central midfield. He got man and match away to Man United, and we lost the game a couple of years ago. And then the other day, a couple of months back, he played there and played well. And he ain't. I don't know.
Exactly,
he just don't get started there.
Europa League clash against Mulder, I think he's not played in the central midfield.
But I don't think Ceballos and Xhaka were bad last night. I think it was more the creativity up front. I think Smith Rowe was nowhere to be seen. I think Lacazette, everyone says, oh, they didn't get the service. Whenever it's them players, oh, they didn't get the service. But you got to create something. If you don't have a shot, like Lacazette didn't have in the whole game, I'm not being funny. You got to try and just turn and have a shot or do something. Do you know what I mean? You don't go through a whole game and not have a shot as a centre forward. Come on, man. And everyone wants to blame the midfield or the right back. That's unfair, man. They've got to produce something. Aubameyang's got to produce something. Do you know what I mean? Saka had a quiet game. They knew where the threat was, so they sort of just
kind of like
quiet. And then Pepe comes on and does nothing.
Pepe never does it.
That guy, I'm sorry.
No, but he played well the other day, I thought, against who was it? Newcastle in the cup. I thought he played well. No, you think if Smith Rowe and Nelson puts their chances away, he's got 2 assists. Is that not a good game? And he was the one driving with the ball, taking people on the other day. But he come on against Palace and literally.
Do you know what with Pepe, right? I
done nothing.
Say a player's never gonna. People say a player's not gonna improve. You know, coming off the bench, played half an hour, but then if you're gonna start him, when we do start him, he's not good enough anyway, like to play. And I've really been a big admirer. I've really wanted him to succeed. You know, right? I remember when we was on holiday, Graham, last year, and we signed him. Like, oh, Pepe. But I just don't. He's too.
We all want him to succeed.
We want, but I just don't see it. He's getting outplayed by a 19-year-old who's playing out of position.
And for me, he should have played left back, Saka, innit?
Saka's position is on the right.
Everyone could see in that first half against Palace, Maitland-Niles was having a shocker, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So why didn't Arteta put Saka at left back at the start of the second half? Because we got 4 or 5 crosses at the start of that second half. We had 4 or 5 crosses from that left-hand side. And every single one wasn't a good cross. That's why we didn't score a goal. If that was Saka, for that first 10 minutes of that second half, I think we would have scored. But by that time, they knew we was going to switch Saka. And once we did, Saka done nothing down the left, did he? They sort of nullified it.
He should have done it He should have done it at half time. You knew
that's what I'm saying. And then 4 crosses we had at that start of the second half, I think would have been better put in by Saka.
I think so.
But that's one thing you guys got to take into consideration. Is Mikel Arteta's, game management good enough?
Yeah, he is, man. I don't care what anyone tells me.
I'll
watch us
because I'm a fan of him. I am a fan of him. However, is his game management up there with such?
No, but for me,
players good enough, man.
No, but you got to be honest. Yeah, look at the opposition we played today. Yeah, we played a poor Chelsea side and beat them. We play in poor opposition. Yeah, and then we come to a team that's half decent. Yeah, they're not bad. They've been good this season, Palace, and we fall. We didn't lose. We draw, but we didn't create nothing. We went back to how we were. Not creating anything.
We created
I'll be
chances,
honest, right?
man.
We don't really look like we've created since that Chelsea and maybe that first half of that Brighton game. Remember, it was 0-0. We only done it in the second half.
Yeah, but this doesn't.
That Chelsea game, we've not looked absolutely incredible.
Well, I thought we've looked good for the last 3 games we've won. We've looked good, but it doesn't surprise me when it comes to get the opposition who defend properly, that can defend properly and block us out. That we cannot. We don't look creative. The players go quiet because we just don't. We don't. It's just we're gone back to type again. When we go to teams like that block us out, that every man's behind the ball, we can't break them down. We can't do it.
I called this at the start of the season. I told you, man. Teams are going to start sitting back against us and we have to break them down.
Like the
and
only
we
player
ain't got the players for it, man. Like Aubameyang's not skillful. Lacazette's not skillful. They're not going to create a goal out of nothing. Like they have to be given a ball in certain areas or whatever, or space and time, and they're not getting that. And for me, they're the ones that are lacking for me, them two. I know Lacazette's been playing well lately, but when you snuff him out like you did last night, it was just nothing, was there? There's no skill to do something.
Before the game came out and I saw the lineup, I can't lie, I just wasn't happy. I thought, but then I remember I didn't realise there was injuries to Murray and Tierney at the time. So I was in my head, I was like, why is he benching all of these lot? And hold on, how many training sessions has Gabriel done since he's come back from COVID, you guys? 4 or 5, ain't it?
Yeah.
So he's done 4 or 5 sessions. I don't see why he shouldn't have started. I would have.
There was no problem with the defence for me.
I would have bench hold. I just wanted to see.
There wasn't.
I'd probably bench hold and put David Luiz in because I knew that Palace were a good team defensively. So them little over the top balls, slip him in. But obviously we didn't. I would have just said yesterday morning the attack in front of me wasn't good enough.
That's
as
it.
Graham said, the attacking yesterday, which wasn't good enough. We usually say about our defense how we're always conceding, but these last few games they've looked half decent, and the attack yesterday.
Listen, we got into good positions, but the crossing, when it got down to the final ball, it just wasn't good enough. Whether it was Aubameyang chipping in with his left foot, Bellerin on the other side, Saka whipping ball, none of them were good enough. And we weren't timing our runs into the box good enough.
That's why we missed Tierney. So, like...
Yeah, but we can't say this because that's a left back. We're talking about a left back creating our goals and chances. That's ridiculous. Do you know what I'm saying? If you put it into context, that's ridiculous.
You saw?
Yeah, but that's Liverpool. They've got a system where their fullbacks do attack and get the balls in, but their goals come from Mane and Salah. It's not always their fullbacks. Like if their fullbacks don't, if Robinson or Trent don't put a ball in for one game, then Mane's going to produce a bit of magic and bang it in, or you know what I'm saying? That's what's lacking for us. The front couple, 2 or 3 are lacking.
But that's what's embarrassing. That's why we'll go on to the next thing. Yeah. Think about how Tierney and Murray's injury, did they impact the squad? Do you reckon? What do you think? What do you not think?
Tierney definitely 100%. 100%. Murray, listen, Murray. Oh, listen. He's been playing so well, but Louise and Holding, I thought were excellent yesterday. I thought they played really well, man. I thought Holding was better than Louise because Louise got a bit bullied by Benteke, but Holding some of the tackles and on Zaha and roughing him up, I like that. Man.
You know what, right?
I think he's playing
this
well.
This Murray and Tierney injury, it's gonna. I read something earlier that Tierney apparently is getting positive. Apparently, it's not too bad. I'm not sure. From what I remember, it's not too bad.
No, the Murray one's bad.
I've not read
the
anything
Murray
about the
one's
Murray
bad.
one.
I read it earlier.
You know what? Pablo Murray, you got. Can I just ask you guys a question? Gabriel's coming back now. Would you guys drop Pablo Murray to put Gabriel in, or would you guys would have stuck with Pablo Murray?
I would have stuck with him because how can you drop a man? How can you drop a man that's had 4 clean sheets on the trot? I'm sorry. I know Gabriel's been player of the season or player of the month 3 or 4 times, but Murray's come in and just made it look easy, comfortable.
Would you try and go with 2 left-footed centre backs or play a 5?
I wouldn't do 2 left centre backs.
You wouldn't?
I think I would because I don't trust Holding. I really don't. I don't trust him. He's made 2. Like you lot got to remember, when we were losing about 7 games on the trot, a lot of them mistakes came from Holding and Bellerin. And all of a sudden we win 4 games, and all the fans we all want. We're all happy. I'm not happy with him.
But was it coming from Holding and Bellerin? Because I remember the one against Everton where Willian did track his man.
No, but
free crossing, and I started blaming Holding. But if players don't let the cross come in and they rush him, then he don't get a good. You know what I'm saying?
When I think it was Aston Villa.
Yeah, that's the Villa game. Villa game highlighted him badly, but he got exposed that day. Like he got pulled across out of his position, and he kept on getting exposed.
Most players in the league get exposed by Jack Grealish. So, but
they played us well that day.
This, Callum, if you want to make the next slide, do you guys think Rob Holding deserved a new contract? Callum, I'll start with you.
No. A lot of us fans, we keep saying when we are losing that we should get rid of these banger players. And a lot of people say this. Maybe Graham hasn't said it, but I've said it. A lot of people have said this, that get rid of these banger players because they're the reason why we are failing. And then all of a sudden we win 4 games on the trot and he deserves it. He don't deserve a new contract. He's failed under this regime for so long. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it after 4 games for me. No. He's been crap all season, and then 4 games he plays well, and he gets a new contract. Is that what new contracts are in this club now? You play good for a few games, and you get a new contract, an extra 5 years, more money. That's how this club is, and I want to get rid of players with this mindset. We need to get rid of this mindset, and he's part of that mindset that we have in this club.
Do you not feel though that he could be good, in the backup maybe? Europa League.
No.
So you just want to
not backup because our players get injured all the time. He's our first choice now. He's not a backup anymore. He was our backup, and then all of a sudden he's first choice. So
I
don't
don't think it'd be first choice if Louise and Gabriel were fit all season.
Yeah,
If
but
they
then
were fit and didn't have injuries and things like that,
I don't believe
Holding
in
was getting
Gabriel.
sold at the start of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And then
What
Arteta
is that?
brought him
What's
back
that
in.
Goldie in the back doing?
I think Holding does deserve it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you're an idiot.
I do think he deserves the contract. I do.
But do you believe that Holding should be starting regularly as how he is, or backup grade?
You fight for your position, don't you? If you're good enough, then you play. It's as simple as that. Like,
He's
and
not good
obviously
enough.
he's been good enough. Look,
He's not.
you got to remember he had a year out with his knee as well. That ACL is not.
Bro,
You've been
a
watching
lot
the
of players-
Bellerin documentary. It's not easy. I've had 2 of them, yeah. And
He wasn't good enough before the injury. He wasn't good enough. These players.
I beg to differ. I think I've always liked Rob Holding. I have. I'm not
I
even
remember
lying.
his first season when he came, right? And in the FA Cup final against Chelsea, when it was him and Costa going at it the whole game. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, he's our new Tony Adams. This guy's the future of us, defence. And he took a very big dip, and now it was going off a bit before his injury. Then he
Maybe because that's the shit he was playing with, like Mustafi and them, man.
Yeah, but he is the shit. He is part of the shit. I feel sorry for Gabriel, fam. I feel sorry because a lot of the mistakes that happened this season, yeah, is when Gabriel was trying to cover Holding's mistakes, and then they have the whole. A lot of times, if you watch a lot of the games,
not for me.
For me,
I see the last couple of games Gabriel had, he got sent off. He was misplacing passes. He had a bad game. One of the last games he played.
He had a bad game, but the thing is, when you're playing next to a player that's very inconsistent, like Holding is, because he will play good for 4 games and then he'll have stinkers. He didn't have a stinker the other day. I'm not saying he did, but he will because he's done it over the years. How long has he been at Arsenal and how many times has he let us down? It's time to go now. It's time to get these players that our club is associated with nowadays because people laugh at us, fam. Fans laugh at us.
Who are you buying in, honestly? If you're getting rid of all these players, these Mustafis and Holdings...
Bring the young kids through, because they are better than the fucking first team. They are.
Centre-backs, who would you...
Do you see Saliba the other day? Do you see Saliba play for Nice the other day? Man of the match.
He was man of the match.
He was man of the match. Second game, fam. Bro, look at the game, fam. He was man of the match in that second game, fam. He played sick. I watched some of the highlights, yeah? He was sick, fam. Yeah? Why? He looks better. He looks more solid. He looks faster. He looks, you know what I mean? He's young, but, bro, he's better than Holding, fam. I've seen him like you.
Not for me. But like I said, him in that game against Brentford, and he just... I said it at the start of the season. He is not ready. He's shaky on the ball. Bruv, if we bring him in and then he has a stinker and everyone gets on his back, he's a 19-year-old boy. That's just... No. This is what our fans do. They boo someone up. Oh, yeah. And then as soon as he has a bad game, oh, he's shit. Like Maitland-Niles, all of a sudden, he's shit. Oh, let's get rid of him. I know he's not good enough. Do you know what I mean? As soon as Smith Rowe goes through a little run of bad games, everyone's going to be going, oh, we should have kept Ozil. I knew this boy wasn't good enough. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. No, we do. We do.
Yeah, a lot of fans do that. I've actually heard, but I don't agree with fans like that. They're flip-flops, isn't it?
Like Aubameyang, they was all licking Aubameyang's arse last year. Now they all saying he's not good enough. Oh, this guy's not. He is good enough. He's just having a bad run again.
The people, right, who said at the end of the season we should sell Aubameyang, right, and then I'll say, no. They said, oh, we should have sold him now, but in the summer.
Yeah, but they were begging he signed a contract.
Now look at him. Like, people are just saying, I don't understand these. Like,
no, I want him.
DT calls them rats. This is what some of our fans are, bro. Because Graham said it. They got onto our players.
No, it's not about being rats. It's people that are flip-flops, isn't it? I want Aubameyang to stay, obviously. I love Aubameyang. I remember what he's done, yeah? But right now, I'll bench him because he's not playing well. He's not good. He's not playing well. I'm not saying he's good. He's one of our best players, but he's not playing well. He's not scoring, and that's his job. Yeah. So for me, Lacazette, Aubameyang can't play on the wing. I don't think, especially when he's out of form like this. So Lacazette's been on form. He's scoring. If yesterday, the other day, he wasn't that good.
I
Fair
do
enough.
think Arteta shouldn't have brought Lacazette off for Eddie, man.
Why did he bring Eddie on? This is the
That-
problem. Yeah.
See, that killed me, you know. As soon as I see that, I said, we're not scoring.
No, you exactly. This is what I mean. I instantly thought, what is he doing? You having a laugh? You want a goal,
Yeah.
and you the only goal scorer that's been scoring the season off. He could score at any time, even though he's not playing good. He could score any time.
Exactly.
And you bring a guy top
That's
scorer.
what Ian Wright was like. Ian Wright was like that. Ian Wright could be silent for 88 minutes and then boom, volley in the top corner. Like, I know he's not Ian Wright, but that's them type of strikers can do that. They're quiet. And
Aubameyang was quiet for the whole game.
Aubameyang tried, man. We can't say
No, he did.
I see a few things he had that shot, even though he just shot that shot and he didn't even look like he was going to score. He just hit it. But a couple of the crosses in the second half and first half he put in, we should have done better.
Yeah, I thought Aubameyang, he was taking on, man. He was taking on people. I've never seen him actually do that.
That's what I'm saying. I see a couple of things he done, but
What
he
again?
didn't have Tierney overlapping, did he? That's what killed him. As soon as Tierney overlaps, he goes in, didn't he, and makes like a second striker. Ball comes in, boom. Didn't have that, man.
Following on from yesterday's game, as you guys said, we lacked creativity. So, because we lack creativity, it's the January transfer window, which therefore means we can sign an attacking midfielder. Would you guys like to see an attacking midfielder come in right now in this window?
Yes, I would.
You would.
Just to help out Smith Rowe for a bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Help him out.
Graham,
Obviously,
would you like to see one?
he needs to learn of someone more experienced, you know, in that position because he's just come into the team. I like Smith. I actually like him a lot. I think he's a really good player, but he needs to be nurtured, you know, by a more seasoned player. Maybe that player from Norwich. I can't pronounce his bloody name, but you know, Buendia. There we go. Yeah, maybe bring him in, you know, or bring someone like, I don't know, Isco. You know, someone that's seasoned that he can learn off. You know what I mean? And maybe Isco, or if we get Isco, not play him every game. Play Smith Rowe, but
I like that player who we've been linked with. That Solomon, is it?
Solomon, yeah.
Oh yeah. I watched him in the Europa League this year. Yeah, man, he is so fast.
I saw him play against Real Madrid, and in a few months ago, against Real Madrid, he was class, man.
He's so quick,
so quick.
Yeah, man. I don't know if we need a 10 or we need another creative winger, or because
I think we need another.
We play on the wings, like we play out on the wing, and
we need another centre midfielder.
I want someone who's gonna.
I think we need this window. I think we need a goalkeeper, but
yeah, 100%.
I think that's not the main. That's not the main priority at the minute. For me, I think we need a backup left back still. I also believe. I think we need a central midfielder more than a 10. I think we need a central midfielder because I want to see. I don't think Partey and Sabas won't be. I don't think that'll be that good, and I don't think Partey and Jack will.
You won't play that. You won't do that.
I want to. Do you know who I want in that position? I want Basuma from Brighton. I would actually take him because I think he's better than. I'm a big fan of Xhaka, but I think he's better than Xhaka.
I do think if you have go on, Harp.
And then at the 10, I want Buendia, but if we don't get Buendia, then I'll probably take Isco because Isco's 27 now, probably coming up to the prime of his career.
Is he only 27?
Yeah, he's 27. Could teach, like as Callum said, nurture Smith Rowe, show him do this, do that.
I think Isco's
and I would probably rather Buendia because long term.
He's got to fit the system, though, Isco, man. I can't have some lazy player come here, thinks he's here. I come from Real Madrid. I'm not going to run. I can't have that, man. I want someone who's hungry. He puts in a shift. Do you know what I mean? Like that Buendia he does look like a player, man. I'm not even lying.
We don't want another Ozil situation, man, on our hands. That's the last thing we need right now. We're starting to get rid of all that dead wood. We can't be adding to the wood, man.
I thought Isco was older than that, though. That's surprising, man.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm just getting a stat up, you guys. 1 second. I read something, right? Since August 2019, from when Norwich came in the Premier League, right? Emi Buendia, I think, I can't find the stat now, but apparently he's second in, this is it here. Chances created most in English league since August 2019 is Emi Buendia with 220 chances created. and then Barry Bannon with 211, and then De Bruyne. So overall, since the start of last season, Emi Buendia has produced more chances than De Bruyne and Jack Grealish, it says.
He was fourth, weren't he? I think when they was in the Premiership last year. I think he was fourth highest after De Bruyne, Grealish, and Arnold.
You know what? I want. He's young as well, man. 22, 23. And he's a goal scorer midfielder.
I don't think we'll get anyone.
I don't think we'll get him this summer. I mean, this.
If we put in for him, there's no way he's turning down Arsenal.
Yeah,
no
I read
chance.
something.
But what it is
he's going to force a move if we come in for him.
No, but you know what it is? If we pay him, say we pay him 30 million for him, yeah? So for them to come up promoted, they get about 150 million. So are they going to chance that? Why don't we give them a couple of players in exchange, or one player, or Reece Nelson, or just say to Reece Nelson? I know Reece Nelson, he's got something here, but I don't. He's just always unfit. He has a good game or two good games, and then he gets injured. Then he's out for a month, and then he has to come back, rediscover his form, which it takes time. Like Maitland-Niles coming in yesterday and playing. He's been out for how many games? Ain't played, and then everyone expects him to come in and play good. It don't work like that. So what I'll do, try and get Buendia and offer players or something.
Do you know what I would do? I would try and go for, because I read something. Apparently, we've only got £18 million to spend this window. So
I don't believe.
But let's say we have 20, because Arsenal are a tight club. We put 20 million for Buendia now, and we give them a loan. We give them two players that they can have on loan for maybe a year and a bit, which I want to see Eddie and maybe like Eddie, probably Balogun, because
why don't you give them Willock?
Eddie.
I want to keep Eddie. I would like to keep Willock
because Willock is he's like a replacement for Buendia, isn't he? Like he plays in a similar position.
He is.
Jesus,
but
level
Reece and
man.
Balogun go there, man. Because Reece, we've seen the talent with him. He's such a talented boy, but as you just said, Graham, has a good game, gets injured, knock-on effect, and then he has to bark his bear back up. But when we've I remember his debut, right? And then Martin Keown said he reminds me of like a young Neymar. I remember he's ripping people, taking players on. But so you can see he has the talent. It's just injuries if he can stay fit. And what I would like to see us do is tie Balogun down to a new contract, because that kid, every time I play for us, he scored a goal. So I don't understand why he's not in our squad. I was gutted that he wasn't.
Because he ain't signed a contract. You can't put him in if he's not signing it.
I would like to see him sign a new deal, and then we send him out on loan to Norwich, and we get Buendia in return plus a bit of money. Go on loan for Norwich for a year and a bit. See what you can do there.
Who's that? Balogun.
Yeah, Balogun.
No, but the thing is, Arteta loves Eddie. He loves him. I don't know what he sees in these players. I don't get what he sees, because these players are just rubbish. Do you know what I mean? We've got a kid who looks class, who looks 10 times the player Eddie is, and you don't play him. He's not going to sign a contract, is he? It's apparently rumoured 15 clubs are going after him. Why does he want to stay and not play, be in a youth setup, when obviously he probably knows he's good. He's okay.
He's the same age as like Martinelli and Saka, innit? So he's probably looked at them thinking, they're getting put in, and how comes I'm scoring for the youth team? You know how it is, man. He's watching other people and probably thinking that should be me, and I'm not getting a chance.
Yeah, he will go to another team and he will bang it.
He's not going to start at any other team, bro. Look at Ryan Brewster. Went to, who is it? Sheffield United. They're bottom of the league. The man don't even get to play, bro. Or he comes on.
No, he's going to go to like RP Leipzig. There's rumours he's going to RP Leipzig. Yeah, they want RP Leipzig. Yeah,
he ain't getting in that team, bro.
These teams, they'll buy these players.
That's what I'm confused about.
This is what I'm confused about. They're talking about him going to Liverpool, but he ain't playing for Liverpool.
No,
do you know what? He ain't getting in front of Firmino, Origi, and Mane. Come on, man.
I think he should go to sign a contract, go to Norwich, right, or go to the Championship on loan, because you're going to develop more as a player. It's rough there. It's English football. I don't see he does. I don't see how he's going to get into a Champions League semi-finalist team. And as
of course he ain't.
I'm so confused about this. I don't understand.
Unless RP Leipzig is seeing
right,
something. Yeah.
With these young players, that it's mainly nowadays the agents. It's not even the player anymore. It's the agents in their ear saying, "Do this, do that. You'll get play there." But they're just in it for a bit of money, to be honest.
I heard he's the same agent as what Saka's got. And you see what Saka was holding out, weren't he, in the summer? He wasn't signing the contract.
That's what I mean. We're Arsenal. We're letting an 18 to 19-year-old run down.
But that's what I'm saying. Who gives a shit? If you want to leave, bruv, leave. No one's begging you, bruv, because we've had man like Thierry Henry and that.
No, I'm not begging.
Who the hell's Balogun, bruv? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Don't demand you want to play every game and all that. You ain't going nowhere to play no games, bruv. You need to earn your right to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he is. Graham, you were right. The company that he's with, they have a lot of young English players. This company, they've got Sancho, Saka, Iwobi, Todd Cantwell, Reece Nelson, Ola Aina, Florian Balogun. They've even got Chuba Akpom in there.
So a lot of them are at Arsenal. A lot of them were at Arsenal.
I'm reading like the thing now. A lot of these players do play for Arsenal. They've got that Ian Paveda from Leeds on there as well. He's a good player. See that flip-flop that he done in the FA Cup the other day? That was class. Yeah. Anyway, let's get away from this.
I like Neto. Why don't we go and put a bid in for Neto, man? At Wolves.
He's an Arsenal fan, you know. Pedro Neto's an Arsenal fan.
I heard he's really young as well.
Yeah, he's like 22.
Oh my days!
Do you know what Wolves is business?
That's what I want to see at Arsenal.
These just get young Portuguese players who like career mode football manager gems, and now we're just making them class.
Bro,
Jota.
Neto he's a gem, bro.
Neto. I was watching something, right, and I think it was Martin Keown who said this guy is gonna. Oh, Jamie Redknapp. He was like, this kid's gonna go right to the top.
He will. I can see it. He takes you on every time.
I remember watching him against Chelsea a few weeks back, or maybe last month.
Yeah, you see that
last minute, and he picked it up and he ripped up Zuma, and then Wolves have got a good team. Him and Podence, good players, man.
Yeah, but they're flopping, aren't they? They're flopping big time.
Yeah, they are. For a team like Wolves, they should be higher. But then so should we. So, you know. Following on from this, you lot, let's talk about now. How do you lot think
flopping just like your dream teams
has gone? Overall, how do you lot think the season has gone?
Go on, Cal.
Well, it was bad at the beginning, obviously. It was embarrassing, and we were getting embarrassed by everyone. And then, 3 games on a bounce in the league, and obviously I'm happy because I just want to win. It got to a point, where I knew Arteta wasn't going to get sacked. Yeah, it's not going to happen. These Deadwood players probably won't leave like the likes of Bellerin and Xhaka, so I might as well just hope that we're going to win. Yeah, and I thought Chelsea we were going to get battered, but we won, and I was so happy, man. I just wanted to win, fam. I just wanted to win so bad, and then we won again, and we obviously. And now yesterday, I was excited. The first time I've been excited for a game was yesterday, and we play like that. So I think there's obviously loads of room for an improvement. Obviously, if we can get some players in, hopefully, it can change.
We need to bring Coots back from New York, man. That's what we
need. Every time we go
he's
the bad luck, man. We've got to pay for him to come back.
Graham, how do you think it's gone this season, bro?
It's not good, is it? Like the performances for me are not too bad. When I watch us, we're controlling the game. We get out of the back much better. The passing out of the back is so much more fluid and better. But it seems, I don't know. I expected a lot more this season, man. You know what I was feeling. You thought
we were going to win the league.
I didn't think we would win the league. I thought there's a chance. But you know why? Because what I've said has come true. I thought it was going to be a very unpredictable season where Liverpool were going to drop points. I said it. I said Everton would be up there. I called it. But I don't know. We just ain't stepped up to the plate this season. And the last 4 results, all right. We're on a uphill mountain because we're not losing. Do you know what I mean? We scored 3 against Chelsea, 4 against West Brom. We scored some goals, but as soon as you take a player out of our team, it
This is
seems
what I
to
mean.
disrupt it, didn't it? It seems to disrupt it. Tierney out, Partey's been out. You know what I mean? If Saka's out, we're going to miss him. It just seems, soon as we take a player out, we just seem to miss certain players, man.
We don't have good players to replace them.
But what you got to think, this is Arteta's. I think he's doing a better job. I think we're better than we have been, and it looks better. And I believe him, and I believe once he gets these players into the team, we will be up there with the top. That's what I personally believe. Because we are controlling games. We are controlling nearly every game I've watched this season. So it's just putting the ball in the back of the net, man. That's all it is. And creating a few more chances. We create a few more chances, the ball will... Like we said months ago, if they slide the ball in instead of crossing it in, get to the byline, cut it back, we're going to score more goals than we have been. Mm-hmm. But then, you know what I mean?
The competition gets better and we flop.
Yeah.
And then look at our next games. Look at our next games.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Some tough things, man.
That's the biggest test. Yeah, that's the biggest test for Arteta, because if we can get through them games and pull out some results out of our arse, we pull out some results against these teams. If we just flop and we lose every one, then it proves my point that Arteta's at his depth. This is the first real test we come against. Chelsea were rubbish when we played them.
Every time we beat a team, they're rubbish. When we beat Man United, they're rubbish. But now they're sitting top of the league.
Wasn't playing good, bro. They wasn't playing good. They were doing misplaced passing. They were terrible in that game. Yeah, in my opinion, they weren't that good. We played well, but they wasn't good themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, but all right. So last night, did we play well, or was Palace good?
I think Palace was good defensively. I think on the offensive side, we were bad.
But this is what I'm saying. We played well against Chelsea. All right. No, we made Chelsea play bad. Palace made us play bad last night. We played well. We played well, yeah. But we do you know what I mean? Chelsea were bad. We played well, but they were bad. Like we played. I don't think Chelsea were that bad.
I think they were bad, man. Like they've been bad. That's why. How many games have they've lost their games this season? Yeah, I think they've lost. Where was we away at home? I can't remember.
The only reason people are saying they're so bad is because the money they spent. Yeah. Look, the money they spent, they should be up there. They should be challenging for the league.
I think they're overpriced. They bought Havertz and he dog shit, and they paid 80 million.
That's happened in the last couple of seasons. We bought Pepe for 72 million, and the geezer ain't produced a bloody thing.
We could have got Zaha. We could have got Zaha.
Bruv, you know, he makes me feel sick, that guy, man. Stop falling over, you big, strong idiot.
Zaha's good, man.
When him and Holding went together, he stayed on his feet until he got into the box, and then he just dived on the floor. I'm like, up, man. I was so glad when Louise kneed him in his head, bruv. Like, take that, man. I wanted him to react and get sent off, bruv. Seriously, go on. He makes me sick. He makes me sick, bruv. If I could have him or Neto, I'd have Neto all day long. Huh?
He's such a good player, but he's always in the ref's ear, always moaning.
He done nothing last night, bruv. He done nothing. What did he do? Bellerin had him, bruv. Bellerin was having him. I don't care what anyone tells me. Bellerin last night was good defensively. It's just he's attacking. He cannot cross a thing, bruv.
I think it was
Aubameyang's header where he headed it back.
Yeah, that was a hard.
And even the one he took off of Lacazette's foot. Maybe he didn't get the shot from Lacazette. Everyone's blaming him. Did he get the shot from Lacazette? And if he does take that in his stride and ping it into the corner, everyone's going, "Oh, what a great goal!" But
I'm pretty sure Lacazette shouted for it. Why would he not shout for it, fam?
Because sometimes you don't. It comes at you so quick. There's not time to shout. Or do you know what I'm saying? He might be trying to keep quiet so he's not getting marked. It's certain things like that. But do you know what it was? Bellerin had a decent game, bruv. He blocked 2 great blocks, and it's just his crossing, man. His crossing was so bad. The first half, he was actually coming inside instead of going back every 5 minutes like he did in the second half. Second half, he kept on going back. First half, he was playing inside and playing forward. But his crossing is,
Do you know what, we a lot, like including me. You know, when we had Sagna back in the day, yeah, I moaned that Sagna wasn't good enough back then. But now I think about it, for what we got now, Jesus Christ, Sagna couldn't cross a ball either. But he's 10 times the defender than Bellerin. Bellerin played well there. He played okay.
No, man, Bellerin played. I like Bellerin. I actually listen.
Bro, you won't be saying, bro. You wouldn't be saying that when we're in a game that we have to win, and he makes a mistake like he always does, and we concede and we lose this game, fam. This is what happens. This is what he does. Him and Holding, fam. These players.
I do think he's a scapegoat. I really do, man.
No.
I do, bro, because
he should have been
he
a squad.
don't play as bad as everyone says. But as soon as he don't, like, I've heard people going at him. Oh, he had a shit game. I gave it, like, DT give him a 2, bruv. Like, was you watching the same game I was watching? Because, bruv, you gave him a 2. Like, what on earth was you? Yeah, what are you watching, bruv? Because he blocked 2 great blocks.
One of the best attacking players in the league, quiet, and it's a 2.
He's having a laugh. He had Eze and Zaha on his side in the first half. They were both coming down that side, bruv.
Yeah, but there was times Eze literally walked past Bellerin like he wasn't there. Fam.
He done it once.
When he did,
the shoulder and come inside. But where did Eze go, bruv? Where did Eze go? Did he shoot? Did he score? What did he do? He dropped the shoulder, come inside. Anyone could do that. I could drop the shoulder and come inside. That don't mean he got ripped. He didn't get ripped and then Eze put in the corner. Like, Bellerin had a solid game for me. It's just attacking wise, he's not the guy you want to cross the ball, do you? You want someone like Saka to cross the ball, not Bellerin.
You say that Bellerin's a scapegoat, yeah, and I disagree because I don't just say Bellerin. If I'm one of them fans, I don't say just Bellerin. I say Xhaka, I say Holding, and then they play well for 4 games, and it seems that everyone forgets what they've done 4 games before that or 3 games before that. I don't forget. I'm not forgetting them games we lost. The times when Bellerin and Holding every team targeted them down that right side, and I don't forget that how bad they were. How crap they were, and then they play 4 games, and everyone's forget. No, I don't forget.
These are 2 guys that have both had ACL ligament injuries, man. You say that, bruv. You say that, but I had the injury, and you don't know, bruv. I'm telling you now. Go and watch Bellerin's documentary, then you will understand.
I don't want to watch his documentary. He wasn't good enough before, fam. Yeah, he lost his pace from that injury. He lost his pace. If you look at a lot of the games that he played back in the day, yeah, his pace recovered a lot of his mistakes.
Did you not see his pace last night when he got back to Zaha, when he done the step over, left him, brother, and he got back and won the ball?
He did, but brother, he's got half the pace that he used to have, fam. And that's been exposed.
It's come after an injury, and you're getting older. It's not like you get older. You're not like you get faster as you get older. You get slower.
No, but he's lost a lot of pace from having.
You get more knowledge of understanding of where to be in a position.
He don't have knowledge, fam. He don't have knowledge.
Man. Nah, man. There's a reason why he's starting in front of Maitland-Niles and Cedric, because he's better than them.
If we play Newcastle, when we play Newcastle on Monday, yeah? Is it Monday? Yeah. And he's poor. He pours and we get ripped on that side, fam. Yeah, a lot of fans, I don't know if you'll probably still defending here, because you're not like them other fans, but other fans will just say, oh, he's shit, fam. He's shit. After they said
when he's had a bad game. When he's had a bad game, I'll say
he shouldn't be in the squad. Period, fam. These players, we need a new right back. We need another centre midfielder, fam. We need a centre midfielder to Party and next to Party. We need another right back, a better right back, fam. And we need another centre back, right centre back.
But that's gonna come in it. Once Arteta can buy his players, that will come. You can't give him 2 transfer windows and start saying, "Well, we ain't got this, and he should have bought that, and he should have bought this."
No, I don't. The thing is, I just thought he needs to leave. He needs to leave in the summer. Bellerin needs to leave. His mentality is the reason why. A lot of clubs have a view. Other fans have a view on a certain clubs. Yeah, the view on our club is players like Bellerin with their mentality, fam. I won't forget what he said when we lost against Liverpool, fam. I won't forget that because that shows the mentality.
I heard Emery say the same thing, bro. And was he good manager?
But was he good enough? No, he wasn't because he got sacked, fam. And then we got Arteta. Emery wasn't good enough. I think Emery was better than Arteta. but I don't think he was good enough either. And I don't
I've
think
heard Wenger say it about Barcelona and Bayern Munich, bro. He said those
That's-
sort of things when we played them. And don't
Nah,
tell me Wenger weren't good
as a
enough.
player, no, I'm not saying, but as a player, fam, when we are not,
I understand. When he said that about Sanchez, about he wanted to win too much. You never want to win too much. Yeah, but you don't know. You don't know what Sanchez was saying in the change room. He might have been going nuts, bro. Like
good.
Yeah,
That's
but you
what-
want to see that. You want to
no,
see
but
that.
but listen, you do it in a certain way. You don't like we don't know, do we? Like I'm not saying winning. If you want to win so much, it's a bad thing. But we don't know if he might be going overboard and start saying, "Well, you're fucking shit and you're this and you." You don't do that to your fellow players,
No,
bro.
yeah,
They're
but
your teammates. If you don't think he's good enough, you don't say to him, "Well, you're not good enough" or whatever, because I'll slap you in your face. You know what I mean?
No,
Like
obviously-
you don't do that. You don't do
no,
that.
yeah, we don't know what was going on behind the scenes, yeah. But just from how
Bellerin's a good
the
player.
way they're playing, no, he isn't, fam. He's not
If
good
he
enough.
comes up for sale like he did in the summer, and PSG and Bayern Munich were interested, so everyone was saying, there's a reason for that. They weren't interested in Cedric. They weren't interested in Maitland-Niles, were they? Or
Yeah, but Wolves were.
at Tottenham. Huh?
Wolves were.
Yeah, but Wolves
20
not Bayern Munich or PSG.
No, but if PSG want to buy in that league, fam, we can probably be better in that league, fam. That league's not as intense.
That's what I was
as the
thinking
Premier
for
League.
him. I was thinking, like, Hector Bellerin in that league there is not going to be.
And plus,
Do you
that
think
team-
he's that bad? Do you
I
think
think-
he's that bad?
I think he is that bad.
I don't think he's that bad, but I think there's better out there that we.
Why
should
do
be
you
going
think
to
he's that
acquire.
bad? Why? What
Because
did
of all
he
the shit.
do?
What do you
only
mean?
thing-
What has he done?
No,
From
the
all
only thing, right? One of the only things that I see that he does bad is he does go back a lot. He does turn. He gets the ball out wide, and then he'll cut back and play back to Holding. But
Yo, he can't pass the
he's a
ball.
good defender, man. I don't care what you're telling me.
A 1 yard pass, he can't even do that, fam. He struggles. He can't pass on his left foot, fam. He can't. He can't
do it
use-
last night. Continuous last night. I'm his biggest. I say it when he don't do it. But last night against Palace, I see him come inside and pass to Danny Ceballos umpteen times, bruv. So many times. So whether he's finally getting it, I don't know. But yesterday wasn't one of his worst games. I thought he played
wasn't one
very
of his
well.
worst
I thought
games.
Granit Xhaka played very well, and I thought Holding played very well.
No, it
Three
wasn't
of the
his-
players that we or everyone doesn't really like, I thought they were three of our better players last night. They were better
Can I
than
just say-
Aubameyang, better than Lacazette, better than Saka, better than Smith Rowe, better than Ceballos. They were better than them three
They were
players
better
there
than
played
them.
better than everyone. Huh?
They was. You're right. They was.
I think. So for me, I don't think Bellerin's as bad as what everyone says, but
He is. He is, bro.
he's not.
Guys,
He's
this is
getting.
one for
He's
another
getting scapegoated because he cannot cross a ball, and his attacking
He's
play
not
is
asked.
really bad. I
Because
understand that.
He defends good for one game,
He's
fam.
a
But then
defender. He's not an
season,
attacker. Why are you not going on that Saka last night? He didn't create a thing.
Saka was bad. But the thing is, Saka, when we were playing bad, Saka was our outlet, fam. You saw how he was an outlet. When is Bellerin our outlet, fam? When is he
He's
the
a
one?
right back, bro.
Yeah, but he's our right
He's
back.
had four clean
When-
sheets on the trot.
when we need
Four
to be-
clean sheets on the
No.
trot.
When we have to be solid defensively, yeah, he lets us down. When we need to be solid, you got to be honest with yourself, fam. When we have to be solid, yeah, he lets us down. He does.
Wait,
Not just
Give me an
not-
example.
7 games when we've lost this season, fam. 7 games in a
What,
row.
all
We've
down to him.
all
down to Bellerin.
Holding, Xhaka making mistakes, Holding making mistakes, Bellerin making mistakes, maybe Ceballos and Eleni as well. They're
You're
not
not,
good.
yeah, but then you're not going. Who was
Us
playing
five.
on the right wing in them
They're
games?
not good enough, fam. And when we don't have party in that midfield, or we have no spine.
We ain't had party the whole season, man. Let's not get on about party.
Yeah,
Because
but-
last night he come on and done nothing. He done nothing last night. What did he do? He
Only
come
made
on.
one challenge.
He come on. What did he do?
Agree.
Oh, he did. Fair enough. Fair
The
enough,
only
yeah.
thing he done last night was get 20 minutes. He
I'm
didn't
not-
come
bro,
on and
I'm not
boss the
saying
game like I've heard people say. He
I'm
done
not
nothing.
saying that after 4 wins, fam. 4 wins where there was a top side, fam. We come to a side that's decent. That's
They're
decent.
not top either, bro.
Well, Crystal Palace are better than the teams we played at the moment.
Not
Even
better than Chelsea. Not better
bro,
than Chelsea.
they're in the league, fam. I think Crystal Palace even are they higher
They're
or lower?
behind us.
No, they're lower. They're 13th.
They're just below us, yeah, just below us. But how Palace been playing this season? They've been playing better lately.
Bro,
The
they
last
lost their last 6, I think, or 8-1 in their last 6 games.
what?
Listen,
No way.
yeah. At the end of the day, right? Or they beat Sheffield United the other day. So I don't know. But listen, you cannot start blaming them players for every loss that we've had this season.
No, I don't, bro. I'm not blaming.
It's not fair.
I'm telling
Let's
you, yeah.
start blaming the forwards for not putting the ball in the
Well,
back of the net.
the forwards haven't been good enough yet, but like these players, the players that I do mention, and even I said Aubameyang, put him on the bench, fam, because he's been bad, yeah. Eddie shouldn't be in the team. Like Lacazette, he deserves because he has actually played well this season. He's been scoring goals this season. That's his job. He's doing it, fam. Yeah. Saka's been good on the right the last 4 games, yeah. Fair enough, he was missing the other day, but he played bad, yeah. And I can't defend that. He played bad. He was crap. Smith Rowe was missing, yeah. I'm not taking it away from these players. The players will play crap the other day.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
But the players that played well, fair enough. Xhaka, Bellerin, and Holding did play well the other day. They played better than them, man, yeah?
Right. So what I'm saying is, Daka and that didn't play well. But then when I listen to fan chats, they're getting at Bellerin because he can't cross the ball. I'm like, how can you blame Bellerin for us not scoring when Saka done nothing, Smith Rowe done nothing, Lacazette didn't. He touched the ball 8 times in the first half and give 4 of them away, bro. Aubameyang done nothing. You can't then start blaming Bellerin for yesterday.
No, I don't actually blame Bellerin because
that's why I say he's a scapegoat.
Do
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he doesn't pick himself. Arteta picks him. Yeah, I don't blame Bellerin because Bellerin's not good.
His spot. Yeah,
Bellerin's not good enough. In my opinion, he's not good enough. Holding not enough. Then man, Arteta picks them. Arteta picks them. I blame Arteta. But the other day, fair enough, they played better. Yes, I blame Arteta for bringing on Eddie because I don't know why he's doing that.
I don't know why he done that.
I blame him for that. You know what I mean? I blame him for all these. I blame him for things that he does wrong. I think in summer, get rid of Bellerin. I think that would be better for us. We need a better right back. Yeah, he's not good enough. In my opinion, fair enough, some people go and you agree different, but I actually believe he's not good enough, and we deserve better as fans. We've been putting up with this crap for too long. They've let us stand in multiple occasions, and a lot at one time. Even Baku, remember Baku, fam? The Europa League final, fam. It's Chelsea when we got battered, fam. Most of the players that humiliated us as fans in that game, most of them played today. Yesterday, sorry. Most of them played. Lacazette.
No, but we're not, bro. If you go back to that game and to what we've got now, we are a complete different team. I know it's the same players, but the way we keep a ball and play with a ball, it is so much more. I don't even feel scared in games. Like I'm watching yesterday. I know they hit the bar and whatever, but did you feel threatened at all? Have you felt threatened in any of the games this season? Like even Tottenham, I didn't feel threatened. They got 2 breakaways scored against us. Yeah, so many of the games, Leicester at home, we had them all game, and then Vardy gets 1 chance and scores. It happens, bruv. It was happening to us for years when we had Rosicky and all them. We used to create 30 chances a game and couldn't even put one in the back of the net. And then they'll go up at the other end and score. So for me, from Baku to now, you cannot tell me we do not look better as a team defensively. 100,000,000%. And that's what we've been moaning about for years. Our defense. We can see too many goals. We're all right scoring goals, but we can see too many. All of a sudden, Arteta's brought in a structure where I can see we're so much more solid and we keep the ball for longer periods of the game, but it's just that attacking threat. We need something. We're missing something.
Well, hopefully we can get that in January, fam, because I think we need another player in the cam, so, yeah.
We're only halfway through the January transfer window, so we can still make some signings. Hopefully we will. We've got loads more videos coming to you guys, so you guys stay tuned for the content. I've been Harvey. He's been Callum, also known as Mr. Negative, or now Mr. Positive. He's been G.
Mr. G.
Mr. G. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Peace.
Later.
Peace.